Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about how them San Antonio Spurs put on another show, this time against one of the hottest teams in the NBA, which is the Charlotte Hornets. Spurs beat them 115-102. Hornets go to 34 and 20 and 17 on the road. They back to 500. Spurs go to 49 and 18 and 26 and 7 at home. One thing I'm going to say before I go deeper, I'm glad Wemby was back. He put on an absolute monstrous show against this Hornets team, and he is one of the most entertaining players in the league on both ends of the court. Series was tied though 1-1 since the Hornets beat them before and the Spurs beat them today. They don't play again unless they meet in the NBA Finals, which seems unlikely, but it's worth mentioning. So if that doesn't happen, they'll play next season. Spurs won the first quarter 31-24, the second quarter 28-22, and then they lost the third quarter 37-32, but they won the fourth quarter 24-19 to win this game by 13. Miles Bridges did a good job attacking the rim. And when he wasn't doing that, he was going 4 of 8 from 3. So he can do both. And you have to like that. And that's what they need him for, to use the athleticism, that strength, and that ability to space the floor at that 4 position. And he was able to do that at a high level tonight. He was one of the reasons why they was able to stay in the game a lot too, because of his scoring and his efficiency tonight. 34 minutes, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. 2 personal fouls and a minus 21 and plus minus. Musa got locked down offensively by Victor Wembanyama. He got blocked over and over again. He got dunked on the area. It was just a night where you can tell who's good and who's great. And tonight, Musa looked like an average player because Victor Wembanyama is just that good on the defensive end. And Luke Cornett ain't a bad drop-off defensively either. He's a solid, sturdy center. 2, but 5 rebounds for him, 4 points, 2 of 7 shooting from the field, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 13 and plus minus. But he did eventually get a basket around the rim against Victor. It took him a lot of tries, but he found a way to get it done. One of the reasons why they got blown out almost was because Brandon Miller played 33 minutes. He only gave you 6. He went 2 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. That is something that just can't happen. He's a big part of what they do. And if he's not getting it going, they're going to have trouble beating the elite teams. He needs to be passing, scoring, finishing, spacing, shooting, moving the basketball, and grinding hard defensively. Since he couldn't do all of those things, it ended up being a game that was tougher to win for the Hornets. 6 rebounds for him, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. 3 personal fouls and a minus 21 and plus minus for him. LaMelo Ball, 22 minutes, 17 points. He went 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, and a block. He did a lot of it for them tonight. Ended up having a good game. You know, he stepped up and played real good, made some real good plays, try to find his teammates, try to find a way to see what they was going to do and step in here and there when he had to. But they needed like a 25-plus performance from him also to win this one. But I like the game that he played. It was well-rounded. He had 1 offensive board, 4 personal fouls, and was a minus 22 and plus minus. And Conkanipple, you would like him to shoot better from 3. He went 3 of 10 from 3. He can do better than that, but he didn't in this one. He still finished 6 of 14 from the field. And then he had 20 points in 32 minutes. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 3 offensive boards, 1 personal foul, and a minus 8 and plus minus. He mixed it up a little bit throughout the game. He didn't just dive by the 3 in this one. But like I said, you would like him to shoot it better. If they had a better chance of winning, that would be one of the things he would have to do to get it done. Grant Williams didn't shoot it that great either. 22 minutes, he only had 6 points. He went 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. And it always mainly good open looks. He just couldn't knock them down tonight. He did, though, go 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He grabbed 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and then he led the team with 4 blocks. He's always going to try. He's always going to play hard, and that's something that you know as long as he's healthy. And he did those things tonight besides, you know, the fact that he didn't score that well. He was able to do some other things real well for him. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 3 and plus minus. Ryan made a shot near the rim, and then he missed his 3-pointer. He went 1 of 2 from the free throw line also. In 18 minutes, he also had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. And then Kobe White, the jump shot was going a little bit, and the drives was going a little bit for him too. He met Wemby in this one too, but other than that, he still had 18 points, gave you the most points off the bench. He went 7 to 15 from the field, shot a lot of shots in this one. That's what he does. And he also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 offensive boards, 1 person foul, was a +4 and plus minus. He had a good game. This is the type of games that Kobe White can give you. He can do for you. You just happy he did a little bit more defensively, but if you give him the ball, he can find a shot for himself or his teammates, and he can put in the basket, whether it's driving, mid-range, or threes, or even floaters. So he's a good scorer. And then Josh Green, 18 minutes, 6 points. He ended up making 2 threes, and then he also missed one. So he finished 2 of 3 from the 3 point. But he had a rebound also. It was offensive, and he had a personal foul, was a +16 and plus minus. Zion James, 14 minutes. He missed his only shot, which ended up being a three. But he did have 3 rebounds and an assist, no turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. And then the San Antonio Spurs, Julian Champagnie, 33 minutes, 9 points. He went 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from three. He had 4 rebounds and 2 assists, no turnovers and 2 steals, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a +7 and plus minus. He tried to provide that 3 point shooting, but he did attack the basket too. And that was good because if that ain't working, you still got to try to get the best shot available or make the best play that you can. And I feel like he did that. Victor dominated. He was splashing threes. He was dunking on people. He did miss some easy ones too. Other than that, it was just a dominant performance inside and out from Victor Wembanyama. And of course, he can impact the game so heavily on the rebound and the defensive end. 32 points, 31 minutes, 5 of 10 from 3, 13 of 24 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had a double-double because he had 12 rebounds. He had 8 assists, was dumping it off the guys, lobbing it to Cornet, or even kicking it out to a guy like Stephon Castle to be able to hit a three. He did it all type of passes in this one, and he only had 2 turnovers. He also had 2 steals and 4 blocks. Really strong game from him. But then again, when he's healthy, I'm not surprised that he can have games like this because he usually does. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +6 and plus minus. De'Aaron Fox, 35 minutes. He ended up having 17 points. He went 6 of 16 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Didn't shoot as well as he probably would have liked, but he still made some timely baskets. And he did run the offense real well when he had the ball in his hands. And he did keep the defense guessing. So that's something that you have to do, is keep the defense honest. And Fox did that throughout the entire game. Whether he was on or off the ball, he had 6 boards, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +4 and plus minus. And then Devin Vassell, 34 minutes for him. He ended up getting 9 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Didn't have a lot of opportunities, didn't take a lot of shots in this one. He just took the ones that was generated for him, and then he tried to be a little aggressive from time to time. And then he was able to get to the free throw line because of that. He did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, was a +13 and plus minus. Stephon Castle, 29 minutes. He had 15 points. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He ended up having 10 assists. So that's a double-double for him. That's a real good game. He's had games like this a lot this season where he's looking for his scoring either as a spot-up player or off the dribble, and then he's finding his teammates because he's keeping his head up, trying to read what they're at and read what he can get off and what he can't, and then try to make the decisions accordingly to the situation that's at hand. So he's becoming a better playmaker, having better IQ, and just becoming a better decision maker. Although he did get 6 turnovers, is part of the growing pains of being a combo guard. 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 offensive board. He also did have 5 personal fouls, but he also did finish as a +22, which was the highest on the team. And then Harrison Barnes, 22 minutes. He had 2 points because he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did miss all of his shots from the field, 0 of 3 from the field. Then he missed his only 3. He had 3 rebounds and a turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a -2 and plus minus. You like his defense still, though. You like his spacing ability while he's out there, and that's a reason why you play him. And then Keldon Johnson gave you the most points off the bench, which was 13. He also took the most shots, which was 9, and finished 6 and 9 from the field and 1 or 2 from 3. You know, he can attack the basket. You know, he can grab boards, and you know he can finish at the rim. So he had 5 boards, and then he also had only 2 personal fouls and 1 offensive rebound out of the 5, and still finished as a plus 11. Carter Bryant was flushing some dunks in this one, but he still finished 3 of 8 from the field and 1 of 4 from 3. And then he went 1 or 2 from the free throw line, but he seemed like he was enjoying himself and having a lot of fun out there, and that's always important too. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a -3 and plus minus. Then Luke Cornett, big net, 20 minutes, 10 points, 4 or 4 from the field. Did a good job of finishing in the paint. He also went 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He had the most rebounds off the bench, which was 8, and he also had 1 assist and no turnovers. 4 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, was a +7 and plus minus. And then you look at the fact that the Spurs took 92 field goals and they made 47% of them. That was good because the Hornets only shot 38%. And then they shot 33% from 3 while the Spurs did the same. They just took 33 3-pointers and the Hornets shot 54 of them. And then 21 free throws by the Spurs. They shot 86%. The Hornets only took 17, but they shot 82%, which was lower than the Spurs. And they took a lower amount of free throws than the Spurs. And then 54 rebounds by the Spurs, 39 for the Hornets, 29 assists for the Spurs, 18 for the Hornets, and then 11 turnovers for the Spurs, 9 for the Hornets. And then both teams had 7 steals. Spurs had 5 blocks. The Hornets had 10. 15 offensive rebounds for the Spurs, 11 for the Hornets. 39 defensive rebounds to 28 for the Hornets, and then 20 personal fouls for the Spurs, 21 for the Hornets. The athleticism and the in the passing and the IQ and knowing what to do at every moment really helped the Spurs. And even when they was figuring it out on the fly on both ends of the court, it ended up still looking good. It ended up still making sense. And a lot of that came from broken plays. A lot of that came from them just having great players. And a lot of it came from them just understanding how to use their strengths as powerful as they can against whatever the Hornets was trying to do against them defensively. And on top of that, the Spurs played good defense throughout this game and made it tough and difficult for the Hornets to get what they really wanted. So if you do those things, you do have a good chance of winning. And the Spurs knew that, and they've been playing like that all season. They're a level ahead of the Hornets, and you can see it a lot in this one. And that's how the Spurs got it done. Play better. To simplify it, just play a lot better on both ends of the court, and that should be able to get you to win. And the Spurs was able to accomplish that tonight. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.